Here's the gist of what we're doing. Once a day at noon, just for a few minutes, we want to activate those parts of our nervous system that help us just feel more positive, right? So it's basically skill building, and the trick here is just to do it frequently. So at least once a day, activate that part of you that allows you to feel and really, have the embodied experience of it. So welcome. And let's see, today's theme is this is one of my favorite quotes here. All of humanity's problems stem from our inability to sit quietly in a room alone. This was, I think it was a 17th century French mathematician called Blaise Pascal. And I think it's really true. The ability to just sit quietly and just be with the mess that is our mind and our sensations and our emotions sort of stuck in the middle. It's one of the hardest things to do, and it's also one of the most important skills to learn. I don't think we ever figure it out completely. Like, it's not I've done this 10 times and now I know how to do it. It's something that we just need to keep returning to. So the spirit of today's session is to spend some time just sitting quietly and just noticing what comes up in terms of mental stuff, emotional stuff, memories, anxieties about the future, and just to not react to it. So just hang out with it, just feel a sense of safety and groundedness in this present moment. Like, we're all on this call, so presumably we're in a place that is safe enough and quiet enough that we can just hang out there. And we're just going to do this for, all of 10 minutes today. And if it's difficult, just know that that's normal. And I'll try to keep guiding you back to noticing distractions. And if you sort of get hooked into certain memories or thoughts and start going down that rabbit hole, the idea is just to see if you can pull yourself back out of it and just remember, oh, I'm just sitting here quietly, not doing anything. I don't need to take the bait. I don't need to react. Easier said than done, but let's try it out. Oh, and quick reminder, our neurobiology sets us up for this being really difficult. So the whole purpose of the brain is to pull in all of this data that comes in through our five senses, right? So sights and sounds and feelings in our skin, and all of that gets pushed up to the brain. And some folks did a calculation. They're like, gosh, it's probably like 11 million bits of data per second, right? So our whole nervous system is set up to constantly be absorbing these inputs from the external and internal world. And so it's totally normal that the mind is always thinking, and that the body's constantly sensing and feeling. And that's kind of what makes this difficult, but it's also really liberating when you can start seeing it a little more clearly. And so that's the goal of today's session. So let's start by closing our eyes. Notice as you close your eyes and bring your attention inward, like, what do you notice? What's the state of the body, of the mind right now? Is it speedy, frenetic? Is it calm and equanimous? Something in the middle? And by the way, there's no right answer. There's not a way you should be right now. It's really just noticing that when you close your eyes, you drop inward, what do you notice? Your brain is just doing its thing. Your liver is doing its thing. Heart and lungs. Can't quite remember exactly what the spleen does, but it's doing its thing. So everything is just as it should be in this moment. So the intention here is just to settle into just being with what is as it is. Just noticing breath coming and going, heart beating, thoughts coming and going. Sensations coming and going. And for most of us, stillness is a little bit unnerving. The mind doesn't like stillness. It's constantly trying to fill in that quiet space with thoughts or memories or ideas, beliefs, and totally normal. We're not trying to change that. We're just trying to shift our relationship to it and realize that right now we can just sit still, just watch it all coming and going. And if we sit still for long enough, my guess is you'll all find that at some point the mind sort of hijacks the moment and it fills it in with to-do lists or ideas, or memories. And none of that's a problem till we start attaching to the notion that this shouldn't be happening. There's something wrong with me. I should be able to just sit quietly. If any of that's true for you, just allow that to be and just return back to the sensation of just sitting, breathing. The goal here is not to find some magical place where thoughts are absent or sensations no longer occur, because that's impossible. It's really about just remembering that we can experience all of these thoughts and emotions. We can bear witness to them from a place of stillness, kind of still equanimity, groundedness. And that groundedness is always available in this present moment. And learning how to do this, not just a sort of a self-centered skill. I believe it's actually a way that we contribute to the world at large. Because I would suggest that a lot of the problems that we see out there are due to human beings that have the inability to just sit still and be quiet for some brief period of time, just let go of their thoughts and their beliefs, strong opinions, just to be able to see all of that more clearly. Our brain, our mind, our body, it's an amazing, miraculous tool. But unfortunately, all of us are born without an instruction manual. We're not taught how to work with these amazing tools that we have. So this ability to just sit still and observe is part of that learning, skill building. And take a deep breath in through the nose, long, slow exhale, relaxing the neck, shoulders, the hands, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in, out, relaxing the hands and the belly, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, come on back. Yeah, I think the main takeaway is our mind, our thoughts, our beliefs, all of that. These are amazing tools, and they help us get through life and do what we got to do. And there's also kind of this delusional aspect that we give it so much importance. And so the idea here is just to bring all of that to the surface so that we can see it as it unfolds. So hope that's a helpful reminder. See you tomorrow, hopefully for a gratitude session. Thanks, everyone.